Shifting focus now to breaking news that's coming in, and the controversy over the adulteration of Prasad at the Sri Venkateshwara temple in Tirupati is now escalating. Now, probe into the matter is throwing up some sensational details. What we're now learning is that there have been irregularities that were found in awarding of a tender to the firm in question, which is AR Dairy, which is based in Tamil Nadu. Remember, this was one of the firms that was supplying ghee to make the Prasad at the Tirupati temple. Now, details that have been accessed by CNN News 18 go on to show that as per records accessed by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, AR Dairy did not meet the revenue threshold, and despite that, this tender was awarded to them by the temple trust. As per a tender document, a minimum of 250 crore turnover is required to be eligible to participate, but that was not the case as far as this Tamil Nadu-based firm is concerned. Despite that, there were exceptions made by the Tirumala Temple Trust, by the Tirumala Devasthanams board, and it was one of the companies that used to supply ghee to make the Prasad at the Sri Venkateshwara temple. That is now being questioned. That is now under the lens. Remember, when we had spoken to management of AR Dairy, they had said that we were asked to stop supplying ghee to the temple a few months ago, but were never told why. We did not know why we were being blacklisted, if we were being blacklisted in the first place. Now, the central government had also waded in. They had sought a report, not just from the state government, but also from this particular company. The FSSAI, which is the central body to look into matters of adulteration and quality control as far as food products are concerned, they had also issued a show cause notice to this particular company, all of which is now going to be investigated at multiple levels. Payal, my colleague, now joining us, getting us more details. Yes, Payal.
Well, of course, the TDP has been making all these charges, essentially saying that, a lot of violations have taken place, including the fact that there are tender documents which actually were prescribed as far as the supply of ghee is concerned. That has also come under the scanner. And there was a bare minimum amount of turnover which is required for any company to be able to supply that. That's very much part of the document. If you see the tender document states it very, very clearly that the annual turnover must be at least 250 crores as far as any company is really concerned. But the actual ghee supply, which is AR, Foods, which finds itself in the dock over here, was lesser than that as well. So the question that the TDP leadership and of course the government is asking that why was this done? Who was the beneficiary? Why was this favor really extended as well? So all of these questions are coming to the fore, and it seems that the case is getting more and more, interesting from here on, given the fact it first started with Chandrababu Naidu, who, quote unquote, according to the YSR Congress, just made wild claims. But now with the tender documents, as per the clause 74, it showed that the required, amount to participate was clearly stated as 250 crores. But, as per the records of the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, the AR Dairy did not meet the revenue. It was only 244 crores. And despite this, they were allowed. Why were they allowed, and why were the conditions that were violated of the tender? That's the question that is now being asked. Yesterday, the board itself submitted a report speaking about various violations, also putting the fore Poonam about the faulty ghee that was really supplied. So obviously more and more details really are awaited. Even as we're waiting for the SIT report to be submitted, we're also waiting for the FSSAI to also submit its report to the Union Health Ministry.
So why was this particular firm favoured? That's a big question, and that's going to be investigated. Payal, as far as the central government is concerned, the Union Health Minister has already sought a reply from the state government. A show cause notice by the centre has also been sent out to this particular firm.
Well, absolutely. The state government, in fact, the Union Health Minister did have a word with Chandrababu Naidu, the Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister, and he did ask him to, in fact, submit a tender document, given the fact that people had come out and spoken about this widely as well. But, after Chandrababu Naidu's conversation, the Union Health Ministry, for given to understand, has received the report, which was submitted initially, by the labs in the state, speaking about the fact that the ghee was adulterated, in fact, had animal fat as well, to which, of course, the Health Ministry had asked the FSSAI to, in fact, look into this entire matter. And FSSAI has already sent notice to the concerned authorities, was applying ghee as well. That report is also awaited. And meanwhile, Chandrababu Naidu, the Chief Minister of the state, has also set up an SIT inquiry into the entire matter. We'll have to just wait and see what comes out of it. But multiple reports have indicated that, laws have been flouted, ghee quality has been compromised, and most importantly, like the BJP leaders were saying, the faith of crores and crores of Hindus has been hurt.
What comes out of this report and this inquiry will be keenly watched out for. For the moment though, Payal, thank you so much for getting us the latest. On that note, slipping into a quick break here on this edition of Nation at 5, but news and updates continue on CNN News 18. Do stay tuned.